The lawn, it dates back to the 16th century, cultivated by the wealthy in France and England. Today, anyone can have a lawn, but making it look good isn't always easy. There are pests and the scorching sun to contend with. I recently caught up with a lawn expert to get some tips on how to help your grass survive the summer. It takes some work to get and keep your grass looking good. With tips on how to do that, we're joined by Troy Dean, General Manager of Nutrilon in Sudbury. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us what it is, what services you offer. What do you do exactly?
Well, we're a full care lawn care provider. We do everything from full season maintenance packages. We have cutting crews, we do repairs, we analyze lawns, and we give a lot of tips to customers, even if they're looking at doing it themselves.
When it comes to mowing, what are your tips?
Okay, keep it a little bit longer than the standard lawn length. You're going to be looking for about 3 inches in total, and that's especially in the hotter months. Long and green, short and brown.
What about mowing techniques? You can do a straight cut, but what if you want to get fancy and get into those stripes and edges?
Okay, you can get fancy without even doing circles and things like that. Make sure you cut on a different angle each time you cut. Running the mower in the same straight lines every time is not going to be good for the lawn. Don't over trim your edges. Leave them longer. If you cut them short and burn them, that's the first place the weeds are going to penetrate.
What about watering? What are your recommendations for when to water and how often?
Okay, the best time of day to water is first thing in the morning. If you're adding water to a hot lawn, like at the end of the day, it's the same as putting water on concrete. It's going to evaporate very quickly. So after the evening, the lawn has had a chance to cool down and you're going to get better water absorption. Okay, so first thing in the morning, if you do have a sprinkler with a timer, 4 to 5 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
Is the very best time. And for those people who don't have an irrigation system, I would recommend watering for at least an hour, at least once a week. And once we get into the hotter months, increase it as necessary.
Do you recommend aerating?
Always. Guidelines, we prefer once a year. A lot of our customers prefer once every 2 years. It helps to promote deeper root growth. It will make your lawn more drought tolerant with a better root system, and it actually improves the soil condition as well. It helps break down clay into topsoil.
One of the biggest things we fight in trying to get a nice lawn are weeds. What are your recommendations there?
Well, with the new pesticide bans, the best thing you can do is have a thick and healthy lawn. You leave the grass a little bit longer, and the thicker it is, the less chance you have of weeds penetrating. We find the most weedy lawns are the ones that have been left over a few years and have thinned out, and there's a lot of areas for weeds to penetrate.
Okay, mole holes, things like that. How do we deal with animals?
All right, moles you can't deal with directly. They are just it's part of living in the north. You can quite easily repair the damage. They generally just run across the surface of the lawn underneath the snow and chew the grass blades. So the best thing to do, just rake it. If need be, get a little bit of soil and seed down and keep it well watered daily for 14 days in a row for best results.
Few weeds or pests are one thing, but when is it bad enough that you should consider ripping out a lawn entirely and starting over?
Okay, we see a lot of bad lawns. You know, people don't normally call us until their lawns have got to the point where they can't manage it themselves. You know, we believe that you hit a tipping point once you're starting to put so much money into the lawn that you would be best off using smart money to replace the lawn. Like if you've had really bad chinch bugs that have devastated the lawn, or a lawn that hasn't had anything done to it for quite a while, the smart money is to replace rather than try and repair. But in a lot of cases, if it's only mild damage, we can come in and repair that lawn. And as long as people have the expectations that we're looking at 2 years to get it back to good.
Yeah, it's not going to be immediate.
No, but like any garden, it takes nurturing and constant watering and attention to get it back to a good level.
All right, thank you so much for the information, Troy.
Thank you.
Troy Dean, GM of Nutralawn in Sudbury.
To learn more about everything from watering to weed control, you can check out the Nutralawn link on our website, northernontario.ctvnews.ca.